Hey there, it's me Red Knight and welcome back to my channel for a very cool video. Now for this video I'm going to be heading on to Papua New Guinea for the next valley. We've got a beautiful decoration and it's a chicken valley. So as I go through the video I'm going to tell you all about the valley, I'm going to tell you about Papua New Guinea, and I'm also going to show you the actual decoration. So let's get right on into it with the valley information. Now it is a chicken valley. Now as you drive around the valley you'll be looking for those little white birds. They could be in the buildings, they could be on the road, they could be up in the mountains, they're all in different locations. So find those birds, pick them up until you get the requisite number of chickens needed. Additionally, as you drive around you'll be servicing lots of buildings. The buildings give you a lot of tokens. Now if you collect those tokens and find the chickens you'll be able to do certain aspects within the valley itself that I do like. Number one is to go to the shop and purchase a lot of the items that are for sale. That's if you get the requisite number of actual tokens. Now if you do get the right number of chickens you've got the opportunity to get 3 of the items within the actual shop. Number one, as you can see here, is the boosters. A lot of people like boosters. I do myself. I just used a load in the last event, so a few more would be very nice indeed. However, that's not my choice. Next one down there is diamonds. Now I know some of you love diamonds, especially the ladies out there in the world. You want that beautiful diamond on your finger and you can show it off to all of your other friends and say, ooh, look at this. But in the game of Heyday I'm afraid we're going to be using diamonds in a slightly different way. I want my diamonds to expand my production machines. But what's more important for me though within Heyday is deco. I love the deco. And this absolutely gorgeous deco is what you really need to be choosing. Now there's a lot of deco we get for the valley that I like, but this one is beautiful, and I think as a resource it's going to be very, very nice on our beaches. But I'm going to be talking about Papua New Guinea in this one and the Coral Reef Valley. So Papua New Guinea is located within the Coral Triangle, a region recognized for its unparalleled coral reef biodiversity with more than 600 islands and an extensive coastline. The majority of Papua New Guinea's people live along the coast. Coral reefs and lagoon systems provide coastal villages with vital protein, income, protection against storms, and contribute to their cultural identity, which is actually kind of interesting to learn about. Next thing I've got for you, a very special characteristic for Papua New Guinea diving is the deep water, which comes very close to the shore. Vertical reef walls are often only a couple of meters from the shore, which can reach down to the depths of 300 meters or more, ensuring great visibility year round. Interesting. Now another distinction feature is the closeness of the dive sites to the islands. Short boat transfers, incredible marine biodiversity, and the country's unique culture sets the diving in Papua New Guinea apart from other popular dive destinations in the South Pacific. Hundreds of wrecks, many of them World War II wrecks, are scattered across the nation above and below the waterline. Boats, planes, submarines, some of them still in excellent condition, have been transformed into living coral reefs, which makes it even more beautiful. Now from actually listening and reading all this information, I thought I'd tell you about some of the dive spots. So let's get into that information now, and maybe you can choose the best place to go. Now the first one I've got down here is the West New Britain. So Milne Bay, Witu Islands and Father's Reef are the most popular destinations in West New Britain. Characteristics of this region include the huge range of giant soft coral species, an abundance of barren elephant sponges, and prolific marine life. Milne Bay is very sheltered and the diving is usually very calm and relaxing. The bay is home to over 190 reefs rising from approximately 600 meters. Coral can grow in enormous sizes in this location, and because it's sheltered it's a really ideal place for you to go and explore. Now, Witu Island is a very pretty island group, which offers a great variety of diving experiences as well. The islands are of volcanic origin, and Grove Island is a standout. The crater of this ancient volcano is now flooded with water and makes for great diving around the island that was created within the volcano's caldera. Expect to see big fish like barracudas, trevally, large dogtooth tuna, Spanish mackerel, and sharks in this location. Next, Father's Reef is the chain of reefs out in the open ocean northeast of Milne Bay. Silvertip, grey reef sharks and barracudas are some of the attractions here. The reef formation and invertebrate life here are fantastic, and as the reef tops are shallow it's also suitable for snorkelers, so a wonderful place for you to actually go and explore. So if you do head on to Papua New Guinea, why not check out this gorgeous destination? Next one we got down there is relishing in Rabaul. Now Rabaul and the south coast of New Britain are a critter lover's heaven. White sand beaches and uninhabited tropical islands stretch along the southern coastline of New Britain Island, with rainforests coming right down to the water's edge. The channels between the islands are great for drift diving. However, the speciality of this region is the amazing variety of rarely seen and unusual critters. So I wonder what kind of critters you would expect to see in this location. Now, Rabaul was one of the bigger battle zones in the South Pacific during World War II, the legacy of which is many shipwrecks, some of which are very deep, beyond recreational diving limits. A highlight each year is the Rabaul Mast Festival in July, with dive liveaboards diverting here, so divers can spend a few extra days enjoying this spectacle. Now, for myself, I love the history of World War II, and if you are in this location, it's a beautiful opportunity to experience those wrecks and to learn more about what happened in the region, so head on over there to find out. Next one we've got down there is cavorting in Kavieng. Kavieng in Papua New Guinea has a huge variety of marine life with its pretty coral gardens, famous for large sponges, many different species of nudine branches, and tropical fish, and everything from macro species to pelagic action. When the currents are strong, eagle rays, mobula rays, big tall-toothed tuna, barracuda, and plenty of grey reef sharks and loads of other fish can be seen here. So it seems like, again, a very nice location to experience the aquatic life, in addition to the coral. Now, apart from colourful, mainly hard coral reefs, walls and coral gardens, Milne Bay in Papua New Guinea is a great place for macro and muck diving. In fact, the term muck diving was coined here by the legendary divers pioneering Bob Halstead. Now, for myself, I don't actually understand what muck diving is, so maybe you guys that do know a little bit more about diving can explain it to me in the comments down below. I have friends who love diving. I've not actually done it myself, but I would like to experience it, so why not teach me some more information? Now, muck diving in Milne Bay. The so-called muck diving is done in areas with sand and rubble bottom, where you find all sorts of weird but wonderful creatures such as ghost pipefish, seahorses, frogfish, ribbon eels, mantis shrimps, and rare scorpion fish. Like the Renopai uphounds or merlot's scorpionfish seen regularly here, but you also will find creatures that have not yet been recorded from other places of the world. Really? Ooh, that sounds kind of cool as well. I want to go and visit. Next section down there relates to muck diving again, and a great wreck dive is the Bomber Blackjack, which is one of the best preserved B-17 planes in Papua New Guinea waters. It is right at the bottom of the teeming reef wall, which makes the deco stops on the way up a real pleasure. Really? That is interesting to learn about. Now, I've seen the B-17 planes, and to actually be able to dive down and look at one under the water could be a cool experience for those of you who've done it. Now, if you've actually been to Papua New Guinea and you've dived these sites that are mentioned within this blog, let me know as well. Next section down there is the creches of Tufi. Now, this one I found really interesting when I was reading about it. The deep fords are the main feature of Tufi, one of the prettiest regions in Papua New Guinea. The ford protects some fabulous labyrinths of fan and shelf coral and provide a natural creche for all sorts of juvenile marine life. This area was a United States base for PT boats during World War II, and you can dive the remains of 2 PT boats still sporting a deck gun and loaded torpedo tube. Tufi's offshore reefs are hunting spots for a large variety of sharks and other pelagic fish. Very interesting. I must admit I'd like to have a look at this location, especially with a loaded boat down there. Now, it's often claimed that Port Moresby is the best capital city in the world for diving. So we're going to be talking a bit about this one. Now, according to this, lush reefs and wrecks with rare species of fish are easily accessible from this busy city. So it sounds like a good destination to actually go to. With around 30 charted dive sites, that's quite a lot. You'll be surprised by the abundance of marine life, colourful soft corals and clear water. That sounds like a really good location to go to, and because it is the capital city, there's other things you can do as well, I guess. Now, next one we got down there. You can dive Papua New Guinea year-round, but conditions change based on which sea you are diving. So if you are going to go to Papua New Guinea, please make sure you check out the information prior to leaving or booking your trip or holidays. Generally, the South Pacific and Coral Sea are great from December to April, while the Solomon Sea is fine year-round. So depending on the location you want to go to will depend on how that actually actually affects your diving experience. If you're a diver, when would you prefer to go to these locations? The Bismarck Sea is the best, always best dive from May to November, but it does get a bit windy in August. September is manta season in Milne Bay. So if you want to see the mantas, then September's definitely the best time to go. But watch out for the wind in August. Water temperatures range from 25 to 30 degrees C throughout the country, and visibility ranges from 20 to 40 meters unless you are diving at muck diving sites or sites near the mangrove swamps. Sounds cool. Now, if you want to find out more about the coral reefs, you want to find out more about Papua New Guinea, there's a lot of really cool websites on the internet. These are two links. One is trulypacific.com and the other one is weloveditwild.com. Check out those, but additionally, look at the decoration that's coming within the game. Maybe check out my video I'm going to show you in a moment and decide if you want to go with this decoration. Now, this is the video that I mentioned. I placed it down on my beach, create a nice little coral design for you to look at. It's in the dev build, and as we zoom in, you can see the decoration. It's absolutely stunning. Like I said, for my choice, I'm definitely going to go this. I think this decoration will be beautiful with the other coral decoration and the pearl of the sea that we've got, and I look forward to actually adding it to my collection. I do wish though that I could place it more within the water. It would be more beautiful that way, but we're limited on decorating space. Right, that is the Valley information. What do you think? Did you like it? Would you like to support me? If so, use code REDNIGHT, R3DKNIGHT, in the green box before you make any purchases. Code lasts for 7 days before you have to type it in the game. Additionally, you can also choose another content creator, support your favourite person. But what's more important for me, see the little circle that says subscribe. All you got to do is click that button, subscribe to my channel, and you will become a follower. You can watch other videos in that little box, and there's a lot of cool ones there to do as well. But either way, I'll see you next time. Bye now.